Ebusuafo ne ahwefo e mo bia kwabade ba UNIDEK TV so send the dey kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about UNIDEK TV. Please subscribe to UNIDEK TV. Subscribe.
Edition. What are we talking about? Number one, and then on Moment of Truth editorial, do SSNIT scandal and NDC or Mike Ganemu bobo about the sale of certain hotels belonging to SSNIT. Ghana Jumayofu nyina sika ho asem ne ye ba beken. And our guest is none other than my good brother, the Member of Parliament for the good people of North Tongue, a ranking member for Foreign Affairs. I also call him the ranking member for Scandals. The Son of Man is in the house already, comfortably seated. Documents media. It belongs to the Son of Man. And very soon, he is coming to break down that scandal. What's here? And then you be too mre near the Abrel. So all you need to know about that stinking, sale of hotels, scandal by SSNIT, or Moment of Truth editorial. Now you are made the NDC and U segment number. Kwesi they train me, Papa John Mahama. Jumedia Strong Mahama conversations on the Ghana food in Como or can send Pia a Yaminu. I was here jebre na ye chrim. No be a went to me and I will hear him put. But Brofocasa niti one tiasiano. What to me atiasiana, Boa Mwatu Obama, John Mahama, and the NDC comes 7th December 2024. Now, I'm to say at the Moment of Truth editorial and bro. Until after this montage, my guest will take over. Bedasi. So this is the Moment of Truth. Madika Kacho said today we are talking about the stinking sale of hotels, scandal involving SSNIT. And to do justice to the issue is none other than the Member of Parliament for the good people of North Tongue. Honorable Hon.Okudzeto Ablakwa is on set. Honorable Yamakwaba.
Comrade, good to see you. How are you
Good to see you too. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Ghana for NDC for the more na monkoso sa na yenim se enche yeru John Mahama obeba beje yen na the yenyina ye hwehwe say about political leadership is about progress, it's about transformation. Say na omani be ye na yenyina ye ho atoyen ye bompa ye say President Mahama Ghana for December 7 2024 omo be ye de SSN omo ye ahonchire na aba should be a dollar no war. Should the levels of corruption, the levels of impunity. I mean, omo ye na se uchi omukrana na omo ye no more. I mean, this is not the kind of leadership that the Ghanaian people deserve. Ghana and Chebia na we were the shining example, the model nation. Now so Shebia Yedru. As ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I feel so embarrassed. Bibia or international meetings, if you say, then they see more IMF program now, so share the level of depreciation of your currency. You are not paying your debt. Now, so share the ecoso. You have been declared bankrupt. You have been declared insolvent. I mean, the continuous losses at the Bank of Ghana. I mean, nobody understands what is going on. The time to rescue this nation is now. And Chebiana area President John Mahama can assembly. And I think we all have to reflect on that. Or say election way no. And yet NDC versus NPP. And Ghana versus the NPP.
Very
Ghana.
profound.
Very profound.
Yeah. Ghana for the whole world wants to understand.
Yeah.
The NDC was SSNIT.
Yeah.
What is this whole scandal about the sale of hotels about. Jebre, the time is yours, the screen is yours. Nafayefa, the scandal.
Yo, me da say. My main chair will be Yenina Yenim say SSNIT, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Oh, yeah, Juma say in your prime. Na SSNIT for or more J contribution at the end of every month. Now, that contribution, no, na SSNIT for a investment. If you say you will be your friend of retirement age, Obe drew 60 for large sections of the workforce. And now say, maybe I only a little contract. Constitution, let's say first 2 years, another 2 years, 1 year. It's 65. Now, wako retirement. Wako jiwa home. Ejumadena woye your sacrifice, your toil, your sweat, no. Who expect to say investment na SSNIT for ayano. Sa investment no ebe show. Ube nya bibi a your friend of pensions. Enti assembly a ye discussing no. About yenyina. Enye omo menyi nkwa a omo wo retirement. Affect yenso a ye ejuma sesei. Imebuno a ye ejuma. Affect omo a omo wo school a omo hope say even though the unemployment rate is at an all-time high, 14.7%, but we are all hoping, sir, who raise school. Fortunately, President John Mahama, Oba Nase, the 24-hour economy, to me, created 3-shift system. Now you are resolving the unemployment crisis. Unya ejuma a wo no. You expect, sir, as a young person, after all those sacrifices, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of hard work, no? While retire, your contributions will come back to you in good form. Unfortunately, and Chebia na ILO for issue a damning report on SSNIT. So, who says SSNIT for mismanagement of contributions na yema as Ghanaian workers. One sisa the year was SSNIT ho. Yanshe year by 2036. To me enter pensions. Say ye call retirement. Inti assembly we are discussing. It is so important, it's so crucial, and yet partisanship. Sebi. Workers' contributions, no. At the end of the month, yembisa say we NDC ni and we NPP ni. And about pensions for retirees, yen check it with party card. And the year discussing and then, it's about workers, it's about survival, it's about livelihoods, it's about the youth, it's about the aged. And it's a very, very, very important matter. And the theme of editorial way unpacking the stinking SSNIT scandal. SSNIT scandal no munyina mwate. Says SSNIT for hotels are your contributions. AC. La Badi Beach Hotel, La Palm Beach Hotel, Elmina Resort, Buzia Beach, Trust Lodge, Ridge Royale, hotels where a wooding iconic brands Abua Ghana since 1975. Profitable hotels. SSNIT for almost ton. Na kanana ne dream. Ton ediama. The current Minister for Food and Agriculture. That is the scandal. Ebanesain na Minister of Food and Agriculture. Sitting minister, current minister. On the blind side of Ubia, Ankama intercepted documents Ankana Ghana for workers of Ghana, Omunim say, hotels na Asia Yenina, you call retirement, the profit from these hotels, Ebesha Yeso, Ayebenya pensions, no. Sena yede ninyina hotels no edema the Onobra Champo. Enti that is in summary the scandal. Enti my yen discuss SSNIT. SSNIT, and then SSNIT, a Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Osha Ghana Mra, the first time I attempted to say yabe regulate pension fund management was in 1972. NRC Decree 127, and setting up the National Social Security Scheme. Now it was a scheme. It began on a pilot basis in 1972. By 1991, founder of the National Democratic Congress, the visionary Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, God bless his soul, may he continue to rest in perfect peace. Ono ne ka say scheme no yen expande na embeye national into spearhead the PNDC law 247, and we had the social security scheme as a provident fund established embeye national. 2008 under President Kufuor on also a pension reforms, and Act 766 that expanded the pension scheme. By expanding it, cap 30, they were brought under the scheme. In the latter part of his administration, into Professor Mills, and implemented. And after Professor Mills, 2014, President Mahama Abresono, we had the National Pensions Amendment Act, Act 883. Until you see the history from 1972, we will say a president, we say pension there, a very important issue. President Nankasa, or expect to say, or retirement, or better me pensions, as survive, because retirement, I want I feel now juma. Into your presidents from 1972, they have really prioritized the issue of pensions. Are proposing legislation to strengthen our social security and national insurance trust. Now, how does NIT operate? OSHA Act 766, Section 3.1 of Act 766, law no say, contributions to the scheme. An employer of an establishment shall deduct from the salary of every worker in the establishment immediately at the end of the month a worker's contribution of an amount equal to 5.5% of the worker's salary for the period, irrespective of whether or not the salary is actually paid to the worker. What you were quit to an your employer must pay to SSNIT. OSHA Section 3 to say an employer of an establishment shall pay for each month in respect of each worker an employer's contribution of an amount equal to 13% of the worker's salary during the month. I
just say you are talking about SSNIT.
Yeah.
Baby omunyo musika free.
Yes.
Ghana Jumayefo.
Ghana Jumayefo. Yes.
And yetete
yes.
Edema womo.
Sebi enye CEO na owo ho aye friend of Mr. Kofi Osafumafo. Oye senior minister ba. Enye ne sika ana Osafumafo for busianfo sika. Na omode run SSNIT. Eye mene wo ye sika.
Oh, I see.
Ghanaian workers. Ye nyina. Intian asem we eye so important. Enye NPP ana NDC asem. Ana CPP or PPP asem. Eye Ghana for nyina. Ye nyina. Inti eye contributions at the end of the month from workers, from employers, and air cost SSNIT for her. Inti that's very, very important. Okay, Section 3 of Act 766. Emrano are explaining how it works. Now, SSNIT for omwaji ye sikano. And then I say omode sikano ye. Again, OSHA National Pensions Act, Act 766. So, Omoji Sikana, Kofi Osafumafo, Director General and all his people are SSNIT. Omoji Sikana, Section 175 say, a trustee or pension fund manager shall invest pension contributions received under this act in order to obtain safe and fair returns on the amount invested. Enti omo agye ye sika no ye contributions no sika no enye omo dia. En se omo de etu bank account keke wa onim say Ghana ye depreciation aye koso no. Oja sika no wo bank mo a 3 months time abeshe anka 100,000 cedis just a year ago. You can probably you have in terms of dollars, you can get about maybe 15 to $20,000. They say only half of that amount. Enti Emrano say SSNIT SSNIT for no omoji sikana omoye investment. Strategic investment are a day. Look at the word that the lawmaker uses to obtain safe and fair returns on the amount invested. Into investment, as I said, we join hopa na a year safe. Now the returns too must be fair. And you say what your contributions? She said na Ghanaian workers. Yenye na yenim say ya ketu anu krano. Indru bebia. Answer na you get to the middle of the month. Now sikasa. After all of these sacrifices, now what sika? The law says that SSNIT for, as I said, making sure say you invest safely, and the returns too must be fair, because nipa na ye juma hoping say or retire SSNIT for move to me action so. That is how SSNIT works. Usha the penalty under the law from section 64 of the law. One tier will SSNIT contribution. We are worker and now we are employer. You can be fined and you can be jailed up to 5 years. Inti asemna ye kano enye agrona yedi. Your employers are ya round the omo up. Say one tier will contribution. Ya do omo court. Ya fine omo. Ebikra ako jail. Even workers have been fined and jailed, say you have not paid your contributions. Until all kind section 64, renti but section 64 but to show say there is a penalty for non-payment of contribution. It is a serious matter.
Very serious.
This net contributions, you can't joke with it. Say no, yen share SSNIT or investment portfolio. Say yen na say SSNIT for no or more sika, as I say, or more the year investment. It has to be safe, it has to be fair. It is SSNIT or more investment portfolios. It is kind of more free or more they share various businesses. Or share banking and finance, or more National Trust Holding Company, or more 43.48% shares. Ghana International Bank PSC, London, or more shares will move 15%. Fidelity Bank in Krofu Bebre Nimse, SSNIT for our shares will move 13.58%. Universal Merchant Bank, SSNIT for more investing a sika.
So, and these are Ghana for sika.
Ghana for sika. Ghanaian workers. And investment. Because according to the law, no, and says omo jasika no and says omo invest into Consumer Finance Company, Exim Guarantee, Export Finance, CDH Financial Holdings, FOS Aluminium, Best Block, Oba the manufacturing sector, Central Steel Limited, Temaloop Oil, Omo Investments, even those under restructuring, Granite and Marbles, Subre Industrial Plantation, Osha, Bridal Trust International, BMK Practice, Ningo Sword Limited, Danex Limited, in the pharmaceutical sector, Omo Investments, Oba Real Estate and Property Management, CCL Properties Limited, Ghana Industrial and Commercial Estate Limited, Ghana Hostels Limited. Award University of Ghana. Students, I hope you are seeing today. Say Ghana Hostels no SSNIT for omusi. It is workers' money. MMC Property Management Limited. Omu 90% shares. West Hills Ridge Company Limited. Switchback Developers. Trust F-Line Properties Limited, RSS Developers, Transports Emporium.
Okay. So all
of that, including the energy sector. Dumso Asama Yeka, SSNIT for Ghana workers' contributions, and I'm investing in SSNIT Energy Limited, 126 megawatts capacity plant, October 2012, under President Mahama, your co-commission here, SSNIT for Sika.
Okay.
And so you see a lot of companies, including Simet, Ogwa, Hostel, Accra Abattoir, and Intercity STC Coaches Limited. And we know, interesting, Intercity STC Coaches Limited. And if the issue is about SSNIT investments are profitable, they are not making money. Anka Intercity STC Coaches Limited should be the first that SSNIT should be divesting itself, should be removing itself from it. Because in recent times, Nana Akomia, the huge losses are omoya. And this claim say omo divesting from hotels just because of losses, it's questionable because we share a lot of the investments omoya no enye ni nyina na sebi idea na profitable currently, and yet they are not touching it. And say yemba SSNIT for hotel investment portfolio.
Okay.
Because
this conversation is about hotels.
It's about hotels.
Okay.
Ente afeno mwehu says SSNIT a wide array of investment portfolios.
Okay.
But say no, you have been narrowed down to the current scandal, which has to do with SSNIT for hotel investment portfolio.
Okay.
Hotels no to the Honorable Brian Champo. Ente what are those hotels? Labadi Beach Hotel. Labadi Beach Hotel way. Very, very iconic. One of Ghana's foremost 5-star hotels. Labadi haya and what from her to Labadi.
Okay.
5-star about 160 rooms. Omotong.
Okay.
60% shares to the Honorable Brian Champo.
Okay.
Omotong La Palm Beach Hotel. La Palm. La Palm no. Esochen Labadi cry. More rooms. Yeba conference facilities. There is no hotel in Ghana. We share the capacity of conference facilities, banqueting facilities. La Palm investment, Ghanaian workers investment. SSNIT for La Palm. No hotel comes close in terms of banqueting, conferencing facilities. Ton La Palm, Ediama, Honorable Brian Champo. Buzia Beach Hotel, Buzia Beach, and also Ton Oshe Ridge Royal, a walk Cape Coast. They say Oko Central Regional, the best hotel, Ridge Royal. Massive investments have been made in Ridge Royal.
Good.
And also Omotong.
All these hotels.
All these hotels.
Yetoma NPP minister.
NPP minister.
Okay.
Onunkwa Brian Champo. Enti the Obroni friend state capture. Samoate state capture. This is state capture unfolding before our very eyes in the most crude form. Elmina Beach Resort, so Omotong. Elmina Beach Resort, one of the very iconic hotels. I will call Central Region. My friend of Bejaya, very popular with students of the University of Cape Coast, those are in our celebrated secondary schools. Omotong Ediama, the Honorable Brian Champo. Ente Ebanesaina, yete se Omoto hotels way Ediama Honorable Brian Champo. Ente Krata way Eda Social Security and National Insurance Trust Omo letterhead so. Dated 27th March 2024. Signed by Kofi Osafo-Maafo. Oye at the time, Deputy Director General, IDD. At that time, no na yam promoting na ye. On say enche bia ena omo pame ne boss. Mr. Tim Crane, you are appointing us on take you over. Many insiders have said, sir, almost suspected, sir, because of this deal. Because now managing director, he was feet dragging. Now it wasn't sitting well in his conscience.
NPP was for
Neba or no, what take you over? Or yet Deputy Director General, no, he was really interested in this deal. Or pursue deal. No. Into 27 March 2024, or Chro Krata way, Ekoma, Ridge Royal Hotel for the minority shareholders. Say, omo ton omo hotel. Now, they have noticed, say, Ridge Royal, omo ni 100% ownership. Their minority shareholders are omo nyina ewo 5%. Enti the leading minority shareholder, your friend company, no Vanef. According to shareholder agreement signed on the 1st of April 1999, under the shareholder agreement, any shareholder who wants to divest of his shares, as I said, we discuss a shareholders meeting. Ente, informing more. We didn't do that earlier. This letter was as a result of a protest because Ridge Royal for ETA from the grapevine said omo ton hotels without their knowledge. Ente omo proteste and SSNIT for Eka say okay, mamo the first right. You have 45 days. And it emerged in this letter say prospective buyer a Rock City Hotel.
Okay.
Rock City Hotel. And at the valuation of SSNIT 60% stake in Ridge Royal Hotel, $8.4 million.
Okay.
Now, after the $8.4 million,
this is just one of the 6 hotels.
One of the 6 hotels. Capital expenditure projected for the refurbishment of the hotel, $2 million.
Okay.
And to much to the minority shareholders, say, mo mpese ye beton hotel na, say mo $8.4 million. And at $2 million. So that means $10.4 million. Mumfambra. Now, SSNIT for the year, you diversity. We don't want to have control.
NPP minister.
One first kanamba, you Toma Brachamp on the say or no dear, or Wanisika, or you're ready. Into more 45 days. One family Sikamba, Brachamp or say or no dear, Nisika na you're ready. Into or talk. Into let away and I intercept here. And none of my say, oh, Sena Parliament, the yen tea or mumba, but yeah, any disclosure. Yeah, Sena or more town hotels. And I make her say, say, or more town Ridge Royal. And then I cost war La Badi and La Palm and me decided, say, me kum na Yehundi Koso. And it opened a can of worms. And me de told you, I said, hey, SSNIT for Yachimo. More ton your hotels on our blind side. Mon catch Ghana for. Ghanaian workers have not been informed. They don't have a buy-in. They have not been consulted. Until 17th May 2024, and I'm a year expose, me publish a year. Wow, name sena detailed write-up. Until 19th May 2024, my name says SSNIT for Mutumiko Ejuma Sunday. 19th May, Sunday. One say which your more now watch your. Sunday kwesi ada omo sorry. Omo Ejuma. Until President Mahama 24-hour economy. They started implementing. Okay.
So this was their statement.
This was their statement.
I see.
And statement way are very revealing. Mekai just the first 2 paragraphs. It is SSNIT response to Honorable Hon.Okudzeto Ablakwa's comments on sale of hotels. The attention of the management of Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT, has been drawn to a discussion on Metro TV's Good Morning Ghana program on Friday, 17 May 2024. The discussion partly covers SSNIT's strategic decision to divest 60% of its stake in 6 hotels in its investment portfolio. The management of SSNIT wishes to comment as follows. 1. The trust is seeking to partner a strategic investor to raise capital to invest in the hotels and also assist in their management. 2. The primary objective of finding a strategic investor is to increase efficiency. Muntie this side very well, very, very carefully. The primary objective of finding a strategic investor is to increase efficiency, profitability, shareholder value, and the long-term sustainability of the SSNIT pension scheme. In the statement we asked SSNIT for the told you, almost say, almost strategic investor. Obia obeba beboa omo. Obia ode sika beba. Obia ode efficiency beba. Obia obedane hotels no na ababeye profitability. Into what kind of statement we are obedjin say hotels ni nyina losses. Hotels ni nyina egu omo boka.
Okay.
Into omo hia strategic investor or de ne sika beba be hyem na or the efficiency and our profitability. Asem as net for tougher and no. Into Honorable Brian Champion ni ono na owo magic wand. Ono na owo efficiency no owo sika owo vision.
Okay.
Minister for Food and Agriculture. Member of Parliament for Abetifi. Okay. Ono na oye the shareholder, sole shareholder and the sole beneficial owner and then one of 2 directors of Rock City Hotel Limited.
Na honorable na no the battery and just say chimame.
Sole
shareholder no.
Rock City Hotel no company profile ni Rock City Hotel we no. Honorable Brian Champon eye Nidia.
Niura no.
Niura. Until Oshe, these are articles of incorporation from the Register of Companies, Rock City Hotel Limited. OBA company no 28 April 2016. Services are omoye or kachire omose omoye hospitality services. Directors no eye mienu. Obabi a your friend Rosemary Clotte. And the Honorable Brian Champon.
So your director so
or your director.
So your Jumayeni ma company no.
And a company
ni sanso ye ne dia.
And a sanso ye ne dia.
I see.
O share document na ono ankasa ye ba shareholders a ono kwa or ye the sole shareholder. And a eba beneficial ownership so. Enti company way omo ye profit. Omunya sika ni nyina eko Honorable Brian Champon.
I see.
Ne dia.
Okay.
And documents now you intercepted from Registrar General no. You bisa omo you further check say on say ebia wo register no. O na o director o na o shareholder no ebia na niema assistant later. Ana o ba government mo nti wa relinquish wo interest. You check ni nyina. You see Honorable Brian Champon unlike Ken Oforiatta Minister of Finance obeye Minister of Finance no. Or no, they are relinquishing the interest.
Yes, just on paper,
just on paper, but OPSC
they on paper.
OPSC will now obecheno. So on one now benefit. But Brian, on no there, he didn't even make any attempt into on one or yet the sole beneficial.
So let's see the other things. Okay.
Into yede same way they told you no. Honorable Brian Champon, the first and only interviewer was granted. Obeka say ono de company no we ye ne ho afremu all concentrating on food and agriculture.
Oh yes, yetepa.
I was Joy FM.
Okay.
Enti ono de directors be onye involved in day-to-day management. Hotels are more tokra no de ono de be oti wo radio so. Enye me na meka kra na anka. Until cry because onye involved. He is not or a non-executive director. Omontiano ka onko ejuma onko ho into Rock City for the omoya no. He is not aware. Very shocking. Very, very shocking. But okasa asem no. Ena me intercepted letter away from the Edina Traditional Council.
Okay.
Oman hini ankasa of Edina Traditional Area. Nana Kojo Kundia the 6th. Maximum respect. Boni nyina say yedima nana medemano. Ono na ochro kratawe to the Director General of SSNIT and the Chief of Staff at the Jubilee House. Or say DSS settlement of Golden Beach Resort land at Elmina. Nana say it has come to the notice of the Edina Traditional Council that the Golden Beach Resort Elmina has been offered for sale. This is when Honorable Brian Champon, Member of Parliament for Abetifi constituency, visited the site with the investors.
Okay.
Our main concern is that the land on which the resort is situated is a property of the Edina Traditional Council. We are therefore calling your attention so that we all could solve the matter amicably. Yours faithfully. Nana signing a signature. Fefefe. Nana Kojo Kundia the 6th. Enti Nana say, oh, Honorable Brian Champon, on any investors. Obani Mainso Elmina Beach Hotel. Omo Koran eye inspection e catch omo say omo na omo better hotel.
Brian Champo nankasa.
Brian Champo nankasa. Enti asema Brian Champo car wo radio so say ono de onka ho oni time other directors and omo ye omo transaction no.
Enye no kre.
Enye no kre. Nana I expose.
Omahene
ankasa with his own signature. Omahene amma ne chairman ana ne secretary answer. Ono ankasa.
Okay.
Or say Mihu Bra Champon or buy or nona or supervisory transaction. What kind Article 284 of the 1992 Constitution, Ghana, your supreme law of the land. Constitution will say a public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflicts or is likely to conflict with the performance of the functions of his office. Conflict of interest is a very serious matter. We are cabinet minister. Omo taking the decision say ye turn SSNIT hotels and your cabinet enti uwo insider information muna mo taking decision say okay SSNIT ye mamu approval because there is no way SSNIT be a transaction way without cabinet
approval. Yeah,
it's not possible because omampe and our appointed board chairman ye mame Elizabeth Ohene and Che under President Mahama, no, you're very vocal talking about all these issues.
Writing articles.
BBC, you know. Say, I mean, why you doing? Since this scandal, you know, all her beautiful write-ups have disappeared. President Akufo-Addo, no or appointee CEO, no. Majority of the board members. And there is no way these appointees will take a decision without cabinet approval. Honorable Brian Champon will take cabinet.
So you're a referee, sounds like a player.
Sounds like a player.
I said, what be that?
Almost it's SSNIT for say a bid process. There was a tender and all of that. How can you compete with Obia or Noankasa na or tongue or insider information? How can you compete? And over Article 78(3) of the 1992 Constitution. Article 78, ya chro ho pefe say. A minister of state shall not hold any other office of profit or emolument, whether private or public, and whether directly or indirectly, unless otherwise permitted by the Speaker, acting on the recommendations of a committee of Parliament on the ground of A, that holding that office will not prejudice the work of a minister, and B, that no conflict of interest arises or will arise as a result of the minister holding that office.
Okay.
Into OSHA Article 78(3). We a minister, not say we a business, who holding an office of profit, who engage in any transaction. We have permission from the Speaker. OSHA your standing orders are standing order 224. There is a committee known as a committee of members holding profit. As I said, we apply. Now you assess it. You say, hey, we a cabinet minister, hotel, we don't go there. They advise you say where they want to be. Until Speaker on my permission. Honorable Brian Champon one apply one comply with this provision.
So Ghana ya mamra no so.
With your validity.
Now we so from Article
98 so the same provision for members of parliament.
Okay.
So we a member of parliament. Now say who hold an office of profiter, who have permission from the Speaker.
Okay.
Because Speaker and the committee of members holding profit must do the investigation and be sure. And omuye constant checks. And you say omuma permission there is a very the committee is chaired by the second deputy speaker of parliament. It's a very serious committee. And they are always looking into your transactions. Exactly. Say your parliament, you say Ebia ratify international agreement be a business be beba na wako register company na would person who take the interest the benefits personal gain. Indiana constitution no I raise these safeguards to protect us from conflict of interest. Honorable Brian Champon one comply with all of those constitutional provisions and checks you're obtaining the list. So far, 47 ministers and MPs, and now apply as speaker, the certificate. Honorable Brian Champon on the 47 MPs. Now, this is also a letter from Eshan Anderson Yeboah Obin and Co. Unlimited. Krataway dated 10th May 2024. the lawyers of Ridge Royal Hotel are raising the violations of the shareholder agreement. And it's a cassette transaction way no, or more violating numerous laws. There's a litany of breaches.
The lawyers have also
lawyers.
Okay.
Okay. Lawyers no from Eshan Anderson Yeboah or B&Co or more cassette. SSNIT for almost violated the shareholders agreement of 1st April 1999 almost a serving notice almost be court.
Okay.
Into this letter, that is what it says, 10th May 2024. Now, organized labor almost I issue statement, 20th May 2024. Organized labor strongly worded statement. Statement where almost copy the president at the Jubilee House. Almost say organized labor's position in the proposed sale of 60% of SSNIT stake in its investment hotels. And what into Mecca in term. At a meeting held today, 20th May 2024, the workers' representatives on the board of trustees of SSNIT briefed the top leadership of organized labor.
Okay, organized labor,
Dr. Yalba Onona Odano. Omo issue statement we. Into almost say at that meeting, almost free meeting of Omo reps, almost organized labor, Omo were 4 members on the board of SSNIT. Into almost free meeting, me expose we no, and almost say, hey, then no cost. Now your name say Omo turn your hotels. Into almost free Omo reps. Into at that meeting, let me continue. The workers' representatives informed the leadership that they had collectively raised objections to the process and had advised that the process be halted. Can you believe this? Workers reps on the board, SSNIT board, almost say, almost take a same way, say SSNIT 4% almost on hotels, almost advice say, almost jai.
Okay.
Almost to almost say, almost jai, almost halty process. And yeah, they are almost bepene. They didn't know that it was continuing. These are the concerns by organizers. We find it extremely difficult to understand why, one, SSNIT interest in 6 hotels will be packaged and sold as if all the hotels are in the same financial situation. Very fantastic point. Hotels, 6 hotels, they are not all in the same financial situation. AB are very profitable. AB were profitable a few years ago because of bad management. President Akufo-Addo bad appointments into a hotel like La Palm, which has always been profitable, suddenly is making losses because of bad management. I put out a memo recently on La Palm. Acting managing director, or say, wababe acting, just ni bonus for acting, or pay $18,000. Why won't La Palm collapse? Sebi president, or even vice president, when he acts as president, does he ask for that bonus? $3,000 a month, $18,000. Why won't it collapse? Brilliant point by organized labor. Point number 2, almost say, the original proposal of the sale of SSNIT interest in 6 hotels has now reduced to 4. We hold the view that this renders the whole process null and void. SSNIT for almost 30 procurement process, almost can say, almost turn 6 hotels, almost divest 60% in 6 hotels. Bra champion buy our year in the assessment. Or they all say, or selected 4 of the best out of the 6. Or call around on who say, Buziani Trust Lodge, a small, and you're running it down, until they all say on pet. Into your selective 4, they are juicy. Profitable. Papa na woman. Organized labor, according to our procurement laws,
it renders
the whole process null and void.
What is the third point?
Third point, the proposed payment terms varied from the original MOU based on the recommendation of the transaction advisor.
Okay.
Into payment terms, the branchampo or say obetiano, different. Into Yamano sweetheart deal. Say, or no, they are ombetia de ope, low figure. And later on, mubehu evidence of that. We also find it difficult to understand why SSNIT interest in these hotels should be sold to a company owned by a minister of state. We do not think that this is right. Organized labor, therefore, demands.
And this is not Hon.Okudzeto, Ablakwa or NDC. These are the workers of Ghana.
Workers of Ghana.
Okay.
And Sammy Gyamfi and President Mahama. There is no NDC person. We, organized labor, therefore, demands that the process of the sale of SSNIT's interest in the hotels be cancelled immediately. We are calling on the minister responsible for pensions to direct the board of trustees of SSNIT to cancel the process immediately Otherwise, we will advise ourselves. We count on your cooperation. And with Dr. Yalba, Secretary General of Trade Unions Congress, or no sign here. Dr. Isaac Bampoado, Chairman of the forum, closer for opinion on no sign here. And they copied all the workers' representatives on the Senate Board of Trustees. Okay. This is 20th May 2024. 2024. Year June, President Akufo-Addo has still not cancelled this transaction. Okay. Other Ghanaians are opposite the deals. Clockstack wants SSNIT. You dare not sell our hotels in Brachampon. Professor Yanka, Onoso Akasa, or say government officials acquiring state properties morally wrong. Okay. Civil society coalition against corruption. Adam Senanomo, Dr. Pupuni Asante of CDD. Omunyana say enye eye time. As I say, deal will ye cancel. Now, interestingly, no. You are intercepting more documents. Into hotel where I ton, hotel where I ton no. Hotels who are ba beton no. Akufo-Addo are buying. Almost say omo ton no sir. Omo best selected transaction advisor. Ama waba beton amaye. Into Akufo-Addo
obi ama beton hotel na amaye.
Yeah. Into Akufo-Addo ode omo ton crowd omo to me ton. Just say omo ope obofufo. Ente ansana yebe losing hotels no Ghana yesika 7.1 million $500,000 $491,986 has been paid to a company known as Sem Capital to be transaction advisors. Omo advise sale no.
Ombeboya my aton SSNIT
hotels so
almost $500,000.
Yes. At today's exchange with 7.1 million. Ade amoton
71 billion no cedis.
Yeah. Ade amoton amamo ho. Monim say mo de mabra champon. One mo na tina ho. Our cabinet ho. And also mo to me you no direct.
I just say
mo ko tuasika fufro. Okay. For a transaction advisor.
But who's the documents in the doors? It take us through.
It's the documents in the doors. Now, documents now you intercept here no. Almost yes selection of some capital no. One of the panel members objective or see where the air time into on signing. It is also part of the collection of documents. You better upload the documents when you na ama.
We'll put it on NDC 362.
It na more person follow. Interestingly, in the selection of the transaction advisor no. Me detect a conflict of interest. Obabi are your friend or where are the directors? Directors no these are the profile of the transaction advisors. Hamdiya Ismaila. That's the name I'm looking for. Hamdiya Ismaila. One of the directors of Sem Capital. Now, at the time now, this company the contract to select the winner, to advise on the transaction. Now, or a general manager of the Venture Capital Trust Fund. Okay. Venture Capital Trust Fund, an agency under the Ministry of Finance.
Into a more mobile boy, I'm out on hotel. Yeah. I buy crop for NPP.
I buy crop for Akufo-Addo appointees.
I see. What is the next document?
It's interesting conflict of interest.
Hamdiya Ismaila.
General Manager, Venture Capital Trust Fund. Okay. It's very, very interesting. Okay. Now, you're intercepting more documents. These are financial statements of Labadi Beach Hotel. Okay. Meaning, what kind of SSNIT statement? Your viewers back here, the first date statement of 19th May, Sunday statement, no? Kwesi other statement, no? Moka say, omupe obi boa because hotels are profitable, omupe capital injection, omupe gesture of efficiency. Meaning, financial statements are intercepted. Financial statement way, enye ABR audit firm BI you have setting up a few days ago. Where the globally reputable Deloitte. Send out Deloitte for Omo auditors for Labadi Beach Hotel. Now, financial statement is intercepted from 2017 all the way to 2023. Meaning, Sena Labadi Beach Hotel is so profitable. COVID time 2020. And Omo year just a 1.2 million CD loss. On Enokrano, they were able to make gross profit. It was when they paid salaries and it came to losses. you see how profitable.
These are all profit by saying, yeah, if you can rush.
These are all the financial statements.
Those controlling the screen. If you can rush us through the documents.
You notice that profit now in 2022 is 70.7 million. 2023 last year, according to Deloitte, they made a profit of 158 million Ghana cedis. Can you believe that? 158 million Ghana cedis. Obia Obebabe injected capital to make it profitable. This is Deloitte, the globally reputable audit firm, confirming say Labadi Beach Hotel is very, very profitable. Yebe uploaded all the financial statements, and you will see how profitable Labadi Beach Hotel is. Very, very profitable. The yaya summary of Labadi Beach Hotel's profitability, into you analyzing Deloitte financial statements, and you see the profitability. 2017, Labadi Beach Hotel profit 33.2 million. 2018, 39.3 million. 2019, 48 million. 2020, because of COVID, and they made losses. But even that, there are few hotels in the world. Just a year after COVID, 2021, when COVID was not even fully gone, they were back to making profit, 4.8 million. 2022, 70.7 million. And then 2023, 158.4 million. In addition to this, Deloitte for SA, Labadi Beach Hotel for Omuwo reserve cash, Sika, they've just reserved in 5 bank accounts, local banks, 54 million into Omuye liquid.
That's Labadi Beach Hotel.
Labadi Beach Hotel.
Okay.
In addition to that, Labadi Beach Hotel, last year, Omutia dividends, after all this profit, they paid dividends to SSNIT and now to government, 25 million. Ghanaian media report here, November 15, 2023, Labadi Beach Hotel pays 25 million dividend to SSNIT. Before then, March 2, 2023, Labadi Beach Hotel presents 10 million dividends to SSNIT. Look at their profitability. These are the money, sir. As Ghanaian workers.
All right.
When we retire, we can get our
pension. The bottom line is that Labadi Beach Hotel now. Yes, say omunyina omo da form enya no cre omo sika bebre profit omutia dividends. In addition to that, Labadi Beach Hotel omo management so profitable that they are doing a lot of good work too, and I salute them for that. Osha omo corporate social responsibility profiler. Last year, Omoko Wager, the leprosarium, Yenyanoma Sabi, Omoye challenged or more leprosy, they've been affected by leprosy. Yeah. Labadi Beach staff, Echo Show, 299,000. Company they were able to do this. They were able to do this. Okay. A year before, 68,000. And Yenshe Awards, Labadi Beach Hotel are winning in recent years. 5-star Hotel of the Year, 2019 and 2021. SIMA Marketing Awards, 2019, 2020, and 2022. Africa's Most Respected CEO for the year, 2021, awarded to the Managing Director of Labadi Beach. The whole Africa, because of profitability, they won an international award. Most Customer-Oriented Hotel of the Year, 5-star category, 2023. Conference and Banqueting Team of the Year, 5-star category, 2023. Many people don't know that Osha Labadi Beach Hotel, Omo Conference and Banqueting Team, majority of the diplomatic missions, as ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I know, say at least 40 of them, Omo cocktails, Omo national days, Labadi Beach Hotel for all these awards.
All these awards. Most digitalized hotel of the year, 5-star category. Most secure hotel of the year, most prestigious 5-star hotel of the year, 2023. Customer Service Excellence Award at the 6th Chamber of Commerce, where last week in Kwan award way this year. And where is Rock City in all of these awards? Rock City ni Labadi why na more expertise to take care of the other? Who should be buying who?
Yes.
Meanwhile, GRA files are intercepted. Will you believe, say, they did not NPP for a year, so one whole branch jump on there. Or hotelier extraordinaire or was some grand management skills. Sana Osha Omu filings at GRA. Rock City is making losses. Can you believe that?
Omu Boka.
Omu Boka. 2023, Omu Boka, 1.7 million losses.
Brian the Champion Hotel na. Yes, Omu na SSNIT hotels Ajenkwa. Omu na efficient. Omu Sikano.
Yeah.
GRA documents of the company. Brian a Champion NPP.
Yes.
Agree. Chesa ono si hotel na kwa Boka.
Boka. What? Incredible. 1.7 million losses. File number. This is a transaction ID 20240403376961170.
No, I'm not sure this document
Rock City
is
Hotel.
Transaction
type annual return. Last updated 3rd April 2024. Nipana GRA's official our update your friend Sapon Boating is been approved by the GRA Director General. Latest filings. Tax. Meanwhile, Labadi Beach Hotel in Kwan taxes or mutua after paying the dividend of 25 million or mutua taxes of 20 million.
This is sad.
Meanwhile, Rock City NTA taxes they are making losses. So who should be saving who? Rock City and here Ajenkwa. Omona SSL Labadi Beach for and who kind Deloitte financial statement now almost say expertise now what Labadi Beach Hotel 40 years. You do more called the best hoteling universities across the world. You build on capacity. Expertise no more. I mean, into Rock City rather needs the management and the workers of these hotels that are being sold. Into Yamba Rock City's offer. Hotels now almost or more tongue no. Sika ben, figure ben, and the honorable Brian Champion or offer. Or say your beton sign. Again, memos are intercepted. And your documents, we speak to documents. Into UTA NPP for propaganda program, we're in your propaganda show. We have the slides, we have the documents that we project. These are authentic, irrefutable, unimpeachable, incontrovertible documents. Memos way every SSNIT. Will you believe, sir? SSNIT for valuation now more year. Transaction advisor, ni valuers no. Almost say 4 hotels no. Should be going ideally. It should be going for 121.7 million. Nanso Brian Champion or say or no there 61 million pen Obama. Can you believe that? Half into transaction way crown. There's no value for money. Not buying a was and no crown or say or bet you over a 3-year period. I mean, incredible. And what I believe was going to happen, Anka ya intercepted documents when you know Anka Sikana ebe free Labadi Beach Hotel no and no na or the betiaka. Because Labadi Beach Hotel is so profitable, it can take care of all the other hotels. Totally ridiculous. Now, as I said, Ghana 40 years, yes, Rock City and SSNIT or more an unholy alliance. And Rock City has a track record of underpaying for the shares of SSNIT. Into document where I intercepted every 2022 transaction. Into 2 years ago, into Brian Champion hotels are all SSNIT hotels, and then I'll start here. He's had his eye on these hotels for a long time. Into 2022, SSNIT for Omuwa Hotel a walk Kumasi, a friend of Kumasi catering guest house. Say almost is a dinner to the Grand Regency Hotel. Would you believe that Grand Regency Hotel has SSNIT for almost 25% shares at 8.6 million. Brian Champion Okotoye for less than that, 7.4 million, below the valuation. Until he has a history of paying less, ignoring the real value,
the commercial price,
and he does not respect. He doesn't respect the valuation report. Or and we have minutes of the transaction. Or say he will not even peg the transaction to the dollars. He will not pay the real value, and he even paid in installment over a long period, and he's still paying. And we have also noticed, despite all the brouhaha and the protest by organized labor, no, you say Brian Champon is some capital for Omuguswa, Omo
in some way,
into your additional documents are intercepted showing that the transaction is alive and they are still engaging Rock City or more discussions. Now, interestingly, a same way air Kosono, then another angle emerged. You intercepted court documents about a very fierce battle going on between the Blay children, Freddie Blay, NPP national chairman, Nimba Aye from Kwawasuma Blay, Kwame Edinkama Blay, any omo business partner be Aye friend of Loic Divorce Jr. Or a Belgian, half Ghanaian. They noticed how profitable Labadi Beach Hotel is. Until they came up with a business idea. A Loic ni idea. Say, Labadi Beach Hotel no, omunko renti omo beachfront. If you say Ghana, Eponano, because President Akufo-Addo had declared year of return. Into a lot of Ghanaians, Africans in the diaspora are coming home. Into Ombeye entertainment show, entertainment extravaganza. Into Omuko renti. And as part of the joint venture agreement, between Loic Divorce Jr., Kwawasuma Blay, Kwame Edinkama Blay, and the managing director of Labadi Beach Hotel. This was in 2019. Omoka said, Omoye jams no, ewo apunanoa. Now they will share it in 3 equal parts. Labadi Beach Hotel will get 1 part, then Loic, and then the Blay brothers. Will you believe, sir? Blay brothers, no, they elbowed out Labadi Beach Hotel and a Loic Divorce Jr. And then hijacked the proceeds. The next year's event, no, 2020 event, no, the Omoya Yenese.
Yeah.
Instead, sir, the patrons of the jams will go through the entrance of Labadi Beach Hotel. That was the agreement in the joint venture agreement, so that there will be transparency. Now, omunyana kan omo ba program no. Omo ko create omo bypass.
There's Omunfa Hotel, right?
Omunfa Hotel.
So now the court battle is between who and who?
The court battle is between Loic Divorce. Loic Divorce or no? The idea ne buy. Or no? The idea buy. Omo say omo they've changed the software. They've taken him out. He can't have his share of the profits, and Labadi Beach also have been also elbowed out. Into Ababeye, the Blay brothers, or more register a different company, Express. Into hotel now, almost say and profitable. Send now NPP4, they've seen how profitable it is. Into whilst Brad Champon wants the hotel, no, the Blay brothers, Freddie Blay Mbano, almost Akotam beachfront. They now control the beachfront of the hotel. Now, Osha Omo company, Polo Beach Club event, Osha proceeds. These are from the court documents. 2019, they said they made 4.3 million. Corporate social responsibility, corporate sponsorship from Pernod Ricard, 457.8 thousand Ghana cedis. Payment that they claim they made to small $50,000 to Small God. Amount withdrawn without Loic's knowledge, 25,000, another 75,000.
I see.
Over just 1 year between 2019 and 2020, no, we are talking in excess of 8 million.
Honorable, because of
the beachfront.
I want you to do this for me.
Yeah.
Yet say what stretch.
Yeah.
And when Professor Kwekwaza, you are embarking on certain action. You have to demonstration behind us.
Yeah.
I want you to give me that so that we know the way forward on that. Yes.
Yeah. These are the court documents between Loic Divas and say aye Kasano. We must place on record, sir. Labadi Beach Hotel is the only beach hotel in the world. They don't have access to their beachfront.
Okay.
The beachfront is gone.
Freddie Blame
Bafa. And a hotel nasa Akano. And because of that, Omwa Pame, the managing director, who was in cahoots with the Blay brothers. All those details, no.
So is this your petition to Shraj?
Now, this is the petition to Shraj.
Okay.
Metumia confirm me say no say your petition Shraj because the custom is not in the national interest. Time is total. What kind of Article 287 of the Constitution? They say a bad conflict of interest. The forum is Shraj, and in the Okudzeto Ablakwa versus Jacobeche Bilamte case, no. That is
the Okana say omunye
inte OSHA reliefs are seeking no ye pese Shraj for omunye hwehwemu na they should launch a full-scale impartial investigation into the prospective sale to Honorable Brian Champong. Number 2, Shraj should also investigate SSNIT's conduct and the procurement processes regarding this matter in issue, particularly with a view to unraveling what led to the numerous violations of due process and unfair treatment. Then that Shraj investigates the appropriateness or ethical concerns of Honorable Brian Champong, who is a director and the sole beneficial owner of Rock City. Into the conflict of interest aspect, the Article 78, Shraj. Article 98, and all of that. Now, Shraj also, Omo receive a petition, Omo responded on the 20th of May. Omo draw say, I write to acknowledge your complaint and respectfully inform you that the commission will revert in due course. Shraj for confirm say, Omo in Shishemu. We expect Shraj to pursue this matter.
What about this one?
The second step I are taking is ye pese Ghana yenya mra I'm sponsoring a private members bill. I say no mra beba I be very clear because some people are taking advantage of loopholes, gray areas and all of that. Like what Brian Champong is doing. Ye pese yenya a very clear private members bill which will become law. And so far, you have full support from the minority caucus led by the Honorable Atufosin. My colleagues are in full support. The time has come for us to have law that will ban all politicians and all politically exposed persons. What worry politician, we are politician, but to say what the Freddie Blay brothers, Freddie Blay sons are doing. All of that will come to an end. Once the law is passed, all state assets that are being sold, politicians cannot participate. Want to mean talk.
Sure.
And Professor Kweku Azar, and all leading the team of lawyers, Omwa drafted me who Ejuma Omwa year so far. Third action.
This is about all of us.
Third action. We know you're here. Obiya Ghana for all of them. We are confirming tonight, sir. You notify Ghana Police Service in compliance with the Public Order Act 1994 at 491. Mrano say, o pese oye demonstration. Ma 5-day notice to the police. And we have notified the police. And there, this is exclusive to your show. I can confirm to you, sir, and there, me share the regional police commander, Commander Ahen. We have agreed on the routes. Police for Apenese. You bet to me I started in front of Labadi Beach Hotel.
Fantastic.
Now you call La Palm. We want Ghanaians to see
the hotels.
These iconic hotels. How great they are, how magnificent they are. Now you Nanti Ako. A Jubilee House now almost say omo pa cho say yen to me and koho. Ente omema ye kwai maya back close kakra. Getting to the Christ the King Church Hall.
What is the date?
Na Jubilee House for Ababeji petition.
What is the date?
Date no June 18th. Next week Tuesday. June 18th, 8 a.m. You pese Ghana for Ghanaian workers from these hotels. You be sure Labadi Beach Hotel.
Animwa. Everybody must be there.
Everybody must be there.
Thank you.
And we are doing it for God and country because we have to stop this sale. Up to now, President Akufo-Addo Oka say no dear. Na ni governance na oba be lead no. O pese oye transactions, upese oye business, upese onya sika, emba abainimu. Stay in the private sector. That is where money is made. And yet, despite this pledge, or no any cabinet minister are at the center of this transaction. Up to now, more than a month since this scandal broke, President Akufo-Addo has not been able to tell his cabinet minister to back off. He's not been able to tell his appointees as SSNIT to take their hands off our hotels. Until the only way forward, say, as I say, agitation, no, you raise it to the next level. Now, say, or say, ontie the organized labor worker, Professor Yankamo, the civil society organizations, and all Ghanaians who are speaking. If he will not listen, then we will force him to listen. Into demonstration in there, absolutely crucial. You per se Ghana for a dom a pie na June 18th. Yes, because that's the only language.
Chronology too much.
Too much.
I was your answer. I'm Honorable Akona. First of all, let me thank you. There's a very detailed, insightful presentation.
Thank you.
And you maybe I have learned. And I mean, say a tearful in the now you're going near who ye Juma yet was snitter. The air can who say found because we see cano. And the idea Kwakosi hotel, a year Kwakotoma NPP minister, Norma Kochi Kennedy. And some of you may not know Brian the Champion. Say, wouldn't know. Na munim Jenny a hantan ya papa we afa pa and the kasa tantan ya wona numu a nka wo sebe fam. If you don't know Brian the Champion, watch this video. Ya ba honorable be conclude. Watch this video.
Imagine say what did the huna patapa any person say we never be 2024 now. The veterans say we have the band. The veterans say we have the band. We have the band. Say NPP party ya ba band we. See ya ba be the platform so me the power am NDC. Esida.
Oh no. Gani a hantai. Wo nyame enye na osi hini. Nyame ni si hini. Ghana for na be leader omope. Wo ye hwan na waka say NPP mfa tumi ma NDC. But it's not surprising. Why will he want to hand over when he stands to benefit from the sale of sales hotels? Oh, yeah. And until NPP we will never hand over. When you hear them saying we will break the 8, they want to break the 8 to steal more hotels.
Yeah. A personal interest.
You understand?
It's
and
not about the Ghanaian
when
people.
Members of Parliament like Hon.Okudzeto Ablakwa is doing his work, you see them near dinner. And so NPP serial callers see social media for your mood me for fighting for Ghana. Unya 1 CD from this sale.
Yeah.
And you wonder why they do that.
Rock City, they are not shareholders.
They are not beneficiaries. And you are fighting for
all
this.
The profit
you
is
love
Ghana.
Listen to what Kennedy Japan said about these people, his own party people. Listen.
The NPP is looting this country as if there's no tomorrow. Why? Who really got your gov't? What do you mean? The youth of this country are not working. Now we're intimidating and control.
These are the things. Akede Japan more NPP for no more nakra na no hu a or more catch. Say NPP for we are Ghana sika like there is no tomorrow. And this is what you're seeing in the sale of these SSNIT hotels. Honorable, give us your final words.
My final words will be a rallying call to the Ghanaian people. Yen go amba boting Tuesday 18th. Next week, 8 a.m. sharp. Na yen yo retre. It's about Ghana, it's about us. Sika and NDC hotels way. Hotels way are profitable. She awards are more winning. She sika hotels with dividends are more tiama buying. Yena your core retirement 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Hotels we ena be show so. Nipa bako hotels are be boa Ghana workers nyina no. Nipa bako say ono there or to.
Your body don't come me.
And he's not even buying it at the real value, at the market price. Until there is no value for money. And this deal is stinking, it's unconscionable. It is criminal. It cannot be allowed to be sealed and to be consummated. Ghana for it is not a partisan matter. Where it's about Ghana first. Kennedy Japan and Kasa Aka say the way Crawford, his colleagues in the NPP government are looting. I expect even NPP members
to join this.
And I want to commend Kennedy Japon's brother. I heard him saying that, look, this deal is bad. They should go and tell Brian Champon to back off. There are reasonable NPP members who are outraged. They tell us in private, even in parliament. Colleagues, MPs come to you and say that, oh, wait there. Tuesday, 18th June, let's come out in our numbers and let's make sure that we protect these hotels. These are not hotels that should go. These are hotels that are profitable. Share Assassin, look at the prime land. Look at the goodwill that they have, the reputation of these hotels. These are very, very iconic structures. And me per se, finally, me salute His Excellency John Mahama. Unim say in my research and review of documents, say now the proposal was made to President Mahama when he was president. Say, omo pese, omo diversity, even at the time, not controlling shares, no, omo pese, omo diversity about 15-20%. President Mahama Kacha omo say, they shouldn't dare, they shouldn't try it. It belongs to Ghanaian workers. That he will not support such a transaction. These are the kind of leaders that we need. And December 7, we must vote for President Mahama to come and rescue this country. State capture, no, just too much. It is unconscionable. It is just cruel. And I hope, say, we will rally behind well-meaning Ghanaians, people who love our country, patriots, to save our country. And the Honorable Brian Chapo, if he knows what is good for him, he should just back off. He should issue a statement and say that he no longer is going to engage in this stinky, smelly, unconscionable deal. It is in his own interest because what is coming will not be good for him.
That's it. Honorable, thank you so much for doing this for God and country. We thank you for coming. Now, Busianfo, like Honorable said, President Mahama, onyakwenya senko beton hotels on one tongue. In the amount for Bekatro say NPP and NDC are the same one. No, sir, we are not the same. They sell state assets. We come to protect it and to develop this country for the benefit of all of us. She video see mama yeba ya the NDC and youth segment no bebro. Hon.Okudzeto Ablakwa mkoe odaswaha. Thank you.
Come on. The victory of Mahama. The victory of Mahama. The victory of Mahama.
I find your dreams to your NDC and you. And Jimre kakra. Na Jumedi Sunkubia, Yura John Mahama, Edi no kwesi de twemi. Nkita hudie bi one Ghana fo edi ewo abefo intentan so social media. Na ode na no disem efa nsem bi a ekoso wo ye my Ghana mutu dwa no. Ye fa nsem ne kakra bi ne de mu nchiremu aba. Na wantumi anhwe bi. Ana wo hwe bi nso wantumi ante ase a. Watumi ate ase. John Mahama. This is just part one on this latest Mahama conversation. On the next segment, or the next edition, you be more na yet to me that conversation anymore. Now you see, now you know Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa Kasano. He spoke about what the 2024 election is about, according to President Mahama. Abatwa ye kwa kotu ye abatwa bi keka na abatwa na ye kwa kotu. What is it really about? President Mahama has spoken to that. Shewe mame.
This election is like no other in the history of Ghana. It is an election between Ghana and the new Patriotic Party administration. It is an election for change, to reset Ghana's narrative and effect a course correction from our disastrous trajectory.
Asem we etia, but I asem we hu here. President Mahama say, about why you got to 2024 no. Onu hu ni say one NPP for nekusi akai. And it is true. Oh, who ni say NDC versus NPP, and it is true. What is this election about? It is about Ghana for nyina ye ne ekuo bi aye from NPP. It's an say NPP party from Akufo-Addo to Bawumia, omedi omeya bro. Oma say omai no. Oma bo omai no. Hwe hotels ya omoton. On this show, ye no makasa ba Pualugu Dam project, $12 million. Ye first sikane dini kwa for no work done. Temamoto way, $2.5 million. Ome disika kwa contractor and siwa wanko yeduma. Mota Angel asem na making. Skytrain project $2 million. The same thing. Ejapa $12 million. Ye disikano. And according to Kennedy Japan, they are looting left, right, and center. Yet me no mienu and ye tonwa ye nto. Ye fria ye ntua. Edwuma ni ho. Sika ni ho. Ye hu mpuntu wo ye mantamu. Common fund ye ntua. Bibia ye ntua. Eka ena emre. So President Mahama say, see this not as NDC and NPP, this election, but see it as a fight to rescue the soul of Ghana, to bring about the needed change. In Sesamapa, a day on my Ghana, bisi equine personal. That is what this election is about. But then you know, President Mahama says, "Say to abano mano, na Sesamba, nyema miyenu bi pa na yenhye so say obedi ho adwuma." These two things he spoke about. So, producer, give me those two videos in succession.
This change is ordained by God. It is ordained by God to relieve our people from the hardship and poverty that has been inflicted by President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia's reckless administration. That change will put Ghana back on a path of progress and prosperity, enabling us to build the Ghana we want and create well-paying jobs for the young people of this country through the 24-hour economy initiative and many other novel policies to be outdoored in the NDC manifesto soon. This change will also see the most far-reaching and detailed investigation of the many allegations of corruption and scandals leveled against public officials and their families and friends. This change will help to abort this administration's plan to foist the pliant vice president on us, to cover up for them, and thereby escape the searing scrutiny of accountability. But as I have stated, this hot spotlight of accountability is reserved not only for appointees of this administration, it will also be available to sanctioned persons in my own administration who engage in similar conduct. The same anti-corruption strategies and instruments I shall deploy to measure and punish the NPP government appointees will also be applicable to my own appointees. In short, in Ghanaian parlance, aba yadebo techino, yadebebo banso.
Hani yade nkomo besi. President Mahama say change is coming. And say but if you have ears to hear, you will hear say ampa change is coming. It's been ordained by God unyame na ahwehwe. Because NPP for me in 2024 about where then the NHS say nyame kra ni ho. But because God is alive, no nyame hu kwan o mafa so di tumi our press mobrowa and the Ghana for. Kwan o mafa so from Ghana japade edi ewu no. God will speak, nature will speak, and all these forces will speak against the NPP. Na me nimisa wo so the nkomo aye di nyina wo famu abapa. Wo so ni wunuanom uni wabusuanfo bedi nkomo yento yaba ema His Excellency John Mahama mama mayema bawula yamfa atro ne adokodokosem ema mesesa ya adwenbiem MPP fo besi yeso a nkoma hyeyema 8 years ni nsesa papa ben wo hunu wo wabrabo mu de yedija wo ne se hwe wasetenam na to abapa on the 7th of December 2024 hwe wasetenam na to abapa. But before I sign out and we give you that montage, I want to thank Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Oye Inshirama NDC in Ghana, for the fight he's fighting against corruption. I promise you, sir, we will bring him back to talk about National Cathedral ene krono akese a obo hu dawuro na okutia munim mia minua panyi baako e friend chairman Ben Kwashi ono so wa ha ene obo mechidom chairman yem executive producer for today. We thank him. We thank Kevin Taylor and Loud Silence Media. We thank Stan Dogwe and Ways of TV. We thank TVXYZ, Onua TV, Angel TV, all the other bloggers and stations. Amufa Jumedie Live. We thank all of you. May God bless you. Wow, we give Jumedie on social media. So we thank you. And then you kind more comments. But next week, we'll be able to thank your comments. I want to tell you that tomorrow is the last day for voter transfer. And 2% transfer will vote. Now we can transfer will vote. Tomorrow is the last day. Take advantage because without your vote, you cannot be part of the change we are all yearning for. Midiane Sammy Gyamfi Mosonfo NDC Achame Hene. Mena made this seat edition of NDC 360 Jumedie Breo. Now what we send your best answer share BM, and we will talk about Ghana and the future of our children and our children's children. Unyami Shao. That's it.
Abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba UNIDEK TV so send the ID kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we ja comment was ne betumi